Breaking news here at noon. The nearly 450,000-member Archdiocese of Cincinnati has a new leader.
Robert Casey coming to our region by way of Chicago to replace Archbishop Dennis Schnoor, who already announced his resignation. WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes live for us downtown with what the Archbishop had to say during his introductory news conference. Todd.
Yeah, Kelly and Stephen, this is certainly a big day in the life of the Catholic Church family throughout Greater Cincinnati. Pope Francis has appointed Robert Casey, who grew up in a suburb of Chicago and has been a priest for about 30 years, as the 11th Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Cincinnati. Casey is replacing Dennis Schnoor, who followed church protocol and submitted his resignation when he turned 75 a year and a half ago. Casey thanked the soon-to-be retired Schnoor for helping with the transition and his dedication to the church. The 57-year-old Casey told members of the media and parishioners this morning that he's the son of an Irish immigrant father and a mother from Michigan. He then described his faith journey and the moment the Catholic Church finds itself in today.
The church is in a new moment. And I know that the church in which I grew up outside of Chicago is not the same as the church of today. And so we find ourselves called to a new moment of discipleship and service as God's people, to really proclaim Jesus Christ alive and present in the world around us.
Now, today's introductory news conference is just one step of the path that Robert Casey is now on. An exact date for when he'll be installed. A lot of official processes involved in all this, as the Archdiocese's new leader has not yet been determined, but we'll keep an eye on that for sure. For now, reporting live downtown outside St. Peter and Chains Cathedral, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.
All right, now, Todd, was the outgoing Archbishop able to attend today's event?
You know, Kelly, he was not, and it was certainly evident based on those who were gathered here at St. Peter and Chains that they certainly wish he could have been here. About a week ago, Schnoor had surgery to deal with some lower back pain, and of course last summer, as we've reported, Schnoor was diagnosed with a form of cancer, and he's been undergoing rounds of chemotherapy in the interim. Kelly, back to you.
Okay, Todd Dykes reporting for us at noon. Todd, we appreciate the updates there. Thank you.